Hey everyone, it's Char from Char's Fashion Nation. Does anybody remember these from a few videos back? Just the squares themselves. Okay, so I was like, you know what? I haven't ever quilted before. It is something I want to try. Now, in the thumbnail, you saw this, right? Now, this is what's called patchwork quilting. So it's just patch size squares of fabric. You see how sheer that is? I don't care because I'm just experimenting with this. Now, I did try some more fancy style before I tried the patchwork. I was like, you know what? Let me try some of that fancy stuff. Now, this turned out cute right here. So I was like, do I want to add on to this one yet? I'm just going to keep this as an example piece of how to do something like that. And then I was just kind of doofing around with some of the others. So eventually I might get into doing some quilting. My Singer Heavy Duty 4452, as you all know, I have the embroidery foot, but that's also for quilting. So I can just use my regular stitch foot that I have on here, which is basically almost an everything stitch foot, which is great. Now, I did a flubu. Now, this part here, this turned out cute. Take this side off here and take that off there. And this, the middle portion here, I think that turned out kind of cute. I don't know what you think, but I think that's kind of cute. Now, like I said, I did a flubu. So what I'm thinking with this, because you know what this reminds me of? You know those kitchen towels that like had the button? You know what I mean? And those are still made. The shape kind of reminds me of that. So what I might do with this is either seam rip it or just make a piece of wall art out of there to remind myself what not to do. So these are just for practice. Now, my friend Joy, I will leave her listed below. She does some beautiful quilt work. I mean, she sews. You know, like, I know y'all see me in this a lot lately. I just washed this, so, and I basically wear it around the house. It's just a around the house thing now. So anyway, I just finished this one, and this is why I'm saying, you know, patchwork. And then I did this one last night. Isn't that pretty? All the different shades of green. I know that has blue in it, but it also has green. That's why I chose that one. Then there's this blue one. I think that's cute too, isn't it? These are cute. Then there's a more earthy one, which is this one. I like how these are turning out. So let me turn the camera around and show you how I lay these out. The next ones that I'm going for this is these pink ones. No, it's nothing about Barbie, trust me. Oh my God, I'm annoyed with how much there's this Barbie thing going on. It's kind of annoying now. The same music. Kind of annoying. Anyway, so that we're not annoyed, let me get this turned around. Okay, so now that we're turned around, and I will tell you, after you wash these, iron them. I did not iron these. I didn't feel like taking out my iron, so I just go like this. It pretty much flattens them out, okay? Pretty much flattens these out like this, so you can go by the colors that are in your piece of fabric. So what you probably notice is I don't do floral to floral. I don't like that. And I'm not sure what we're going to do with this one hideous pink. Except for throw it over there. Now this one This pink here can be worked with. So can this one. This gingham pink right here. That's why I was saying this is not a Barbie moment, because it's a pink gingham. And as you can see on the back, that gingham doesn't show through as it does on the front. So what you would do with that is pick your stripe, your polka dots. This is a lighter one. And now you have 6 pieces of fabric in which to choose from. I know I have you in a different direction, right? So, okay, this is what we can do. So let's say we want to work with this floral here, but I might want that in the middle, right? So then we would choose what we want at the sides of this floral. Do we want a lighter pink? Or let's go ahead and see what that ugly bright pink. I'm not a huge fan of some of these pink tones. I'm just not. Maybe it's just me. Okay, maybe that weird ass pink will work with this because it kind of brings out the color in it. There we go. Now you can see that better. It kind of brings out the brighter tones in this fabric here. So the next step that we want to do is figure out what else we want to do. I am missing one. Where did it? Yo. Wait, didn't we just have more than this? What happened here? Huh. Isn't that interesting? You know what? I'll take one square that may not consistently match, but it does have a pink tone right here. Here, it's got a little bit of pink in it here and there. I suppose we can work with that. So basically, if this is the layout that we want, we would want to switcheroo some of the placement of the fabric. Make sure that you have your fabrics right side up, because if you don't, you have messed up. So we want to make sure that it has the same consistency as these squares here. Now you can always trim them and everything, but in this case, what I like to do is make sure that I have my stuff arranged the way I like it to be. Do I want that polka dot to be with that floral? No. We can put the gingham over with that floral, and it's going to be fine. That's going to be perfectly fine. I like that. Let me bring you to this point to show you. I like this better against that floral. Now, the other thing when you do this, make sure, because these two have more of a bolder floral to them than the rest of the florals. Okay, and then remember, we have the stripe, the gingham, that works. Polka dots, that works. So to have this floral layout that's fine. So what we will do is we will move 4 of these to the side. Like I said, this is just to experiment with for me, so that I've always wanted to learn how to quilt. I don't know, maybe it's the old ways in me. So, whoa, why'd that do that? Whoa. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and set this over here. That was weird. What's normal anymore? Can anybody tell me what's normal anymore? Life ain't the freak normal anymore, that's for sure. I don't think I'll need to put my glasses on for this. I'm so used to wearing my glasses when I do this. It's funny. So we'll set these two squares here and we'll work with these two and then we'll add on. So what I like to do, like I said, because I bust out my iron, is you can tug on the fabric like that. Now, I do plan on ironing the fabrics. I really do. I will press these, but I want to show you that even if you don't press it, it can be impressive on how you can heighten your skills with doing this kind of work. So let me get this camera up here at the shot of the machine so you can see. And make sure that you have your edges together. Sometimes I just like to pop on and do a quick video. I know I haven't been consistent with my videos lately. Now, I did reverse stitch. Bring that needle up. Now remember, over here where the thing is to bring the needle up, bring it towards you. And this is what I've been doing. Don't tell me not to use that. That's exactly what that's for. If you don't know what that's for, there's something wrong with you. So now this is how I do this. So again, we put the edges together. Now when I'm doing this, it might look like I'm doing it upside down because I am. Literally, I am. Yesterday at the post office, right? I have a Karen story for you. And a Karen that just happens to be a parent. Like, holy crap. If I was that woman's daughter, I would have gone off on her and just said, can you shut up and let me learn? Like, the girl was trying to get her passport, but her mom kept just yammering in her ear, making her nervous, to the point where I had to move to the inner portion of the post office just to finish my labels for mailing out. Like, I couldn't concentrate. I was about to say, excuse me, can you shut up? Other people are trying to concentrate or hear whomever they may be talking to, and you're just rude. If you notice, I reversed that stitch. As always, remember to do your reverse stitch. Anyway, so I have moved to the inner portion of the post office. Thank goodness, because I was trying to get my stuff together for, like mailing out to 4 people. Now, as you see how this is here, we'll bring you back over here so you can see that better. And like I said, these will be ironed. I just want to get them all stitched together and then iron them flat and pretty. So I'm going to pause this, put these together, and then I will show you how I put all of them together like I did the other ones. Be right back. Okay, now that I've got all of these squares sewn like this is what I do. I just simply put that over like that. Now, if the ends don't exactly match, I'm not worried about it. And you know why? It's called patchwork. Patchwork has been used for clothing. And, patching up garments or just taking different colors of fabrics and making something out of whatever you had. That's what people used to do. It's just do with what they have, which sometimes that's what I do. I still have a shit ton of fabric to work with, but with that even being said, because I still have a lot of fabric left, whatever scraps are left over, kindly in the comments below, would you like me to take certain fabric scrap and make some sort of patchwork out of it and see how it turns out? I mean, depending on the colors too, because I don't want it to be like something crazy. Life is crazy. This freaking world is crazy. Why we can't really afford shit. Right? So basically on the bobbin of thread that's in here, we have just enough to do and then you might be wondering, why am I folding it a certain way? Is to keep the fabric balanced. Now you can also do that, tuck under. And then lift that up. Just for doing the patches, I'm just not really using my scissors for that. Except for maybe on this one end. But other than that, no. Okay, so now we have this, right? I think that's cute. Now, like I said, I will press these. The other thing you can do is stitch in the ditch, which means you could literally take it through the center of your work. I don't want to do that. I want to press these flat. Now, let me show you something. I have some orange and yellow, but I don't have enough. I only have 3 squares of this. So, I'll just set these aside for something else. Maybe I'll figure out some kind of little funky design to do with these ones. But like I was saying, now as for these, go ahead and shut that sewing machine off. We'll bring you back over here. The way you can see better. I like that. Okay, anyway, don't mind this over here that keeps glowing like that. That's actually my charger. So, now you would just have to figure out in which order, because look, these two right here, right, this one and this one kind of go together. They do, they kind of go together because of that earth tone. But then you would want to pick something that also has a pink or a peach in it, and this does not. This, you would have to figure out which one of these squares would best match up with the colors. And this does not. Now, that can match with something else. Then we have the purple, which then we, of course, you know, the same thing, where you would have to see. Now, there are some colors, and these two here, bring you over here. I think this is kind of cute. Like, these two colors here do kind of contrast. Stripes against gingham, that's kind of cute. This has a little bit of purple-ish to it, so that would also go and polka dot against polka dot, which I'm not mad at because there are different sizes of polka dot. Or you have the green. Now this one, I'm going to say no. And you know why? Because this will go better against that brown than it would anything else. Although there is a green hue in this one. Okay, there is a green hue in that one. So this one is almost multiversatile. What did I say, multiverse? Anyway, don't ask. So I think with this, our best option would be this purple. So when we go to patch this together, of course, you know, like I said, I will iron this when I'm done. That'll be one heck of an ironing job, I will tell you that. So I will say, and also you can do something else here, but I just want to show you this real quick. You could do this. I don't like that as much as I do this. So what we do is we lay them right sides together. Now you can see the back work here. Now when I go to iron this down, I'm going to iron it flat. Okay, I will iron this flat. All this should be going in the same direction when you iron it flat. Am I worried about these perfectly matching? No. And I have my reasons for that. So let me get all these sewn together. Okay, well, before I finish this, I wanted to show you, like, look at all that sewn together. Now, the reason I did the green and the blue together is because these two squares right here, this has that tint of blue, so it goes with the blue. And it's kind of a good way to put this. And I like how it's looking so far, the length on this. Like I said, this is practice. And I like that, you know. Sometimes I say practice makes perfect. Nothing in this world is perfect. But when you can take time in your life to make a concerted effort to make your life better no matter what the heck is going on in it, that's how you infuse positivity into your everyday life. Absolutely. I'm just trying to figure how do I want this, because, you know, no matter how I turn this, polka dot right here is going to be together. I'm not mad at that, though. I think what I want to do is go with the green and green right here. The green and green. So on this last stitch on this for now, because, you know, I'll bring you guys back on another one of doing this. Of course, you know, I will clip all the little end pieces before I press it. And then in another video, I will show you. It's like next month, I need to go to Joann Fabrics. I'm just so used to calling it Joann's. You know what I mean? Like we all are. That's always what we've called Joann Fabric, was Joann's, because it's always been Joann's Fabrics. So you can also do this, kind of stretch it out a bit to match up with the stretch of this. Now you can absolutely do that. So let's get the sewing machine pulled over here. And maybe so that you can see that better, I hope. I hope. There we go. Sort of. Anyway. Like I said, I just want to do something where, like, I'm going to pull the machine a little closer to me. And then move y'all again. Like, right there. There we go. That's good. Oh, yesterday was not such a great day. The day before, not such a great day, but you know what? Here I am. Here I am, right? No matter what goes on in my life. I always try to bounce back. Always with a positive attitude. And when you go to bounce back with a positive attitude, the universe itself speaks back to you and says, hey, let's make your day better. That's how that goes. When your thoughts go out into the universe, it answers you back. That's just how it is. Lift it up, tuck it under. Again, utilize the little piece on the end of your machine. That's what it's for. There's too many people out there saying, don't do that. That's wrong. Well, then why do you think it's there? To crack coconuts? No. No, it's not. So I had enough thread to do that in the bobbin chamber. So that's how this is now. I will turn the camera around for outro on this. Like I said, I will press this, but I want you guys to get a look at Patchwork. I think because when you have the pieces like this, right? And you have the contrasting pieces like these that go with that. And then the same here, you've got contrast, right? You've got those coordinating pieces that have similar tones in it. And that makes this work. Give me a minute. So I know today's video was a little longer than usual, but let me know kindly in the comments below. Do you think that's kind of cool? I think it's kind of cool. I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet, but I'll figure that out. But I like how the colors came out. Most people would just like jumble the colors. But I think when you take those contrasting bits, right, like these that go with those, I think that's good enough for that. And like I said, kindly in the comments below, what do you think? What do you think of that? You know, like I said, I will iron it and I will put a backing on it because I will have to get the batting for that. Now, when it comes down to quilting, there's batting that goes in between this, that goes between this and the backing. And then you can take that, get this out real quick before we end this video. This is not just your embroidery foot, but this is also your quilting foot for your machine. Now over here on the Sears Kenmore, this one comes with a lot of stuff, and we will get back to her because she needs to be included instead of being a catch-all. So, like I said, kindly in the comments below, what do you think of the patchwork, I think, for my first time doing this. It didn't turn out too bad. You know what? This might even be like a cute, like make this into some sort of like little bag or something. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think I'll do that. Maybe some sort of just quilt artwork just to hang in here above my sewing desk, perhaps. That's an idea. I will finish this out on another time. And maybe just hang it on the wall to display it. Anyway, stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.